One of our fallible people named Mikey shot me an email the other day asking about this website that's promising to fund traders. Basically, you trade with their money so that when you lose, it's their money, but then when you win, you get to keep a large percentage of the profits. Sounds like a great deal, right? Well, Mikey was skeptical, which is why he was asking about me. He's like, this is a scam, right? I'm not signing up for this. So let's talk about these sites because I'm sure you've seen them before. Long story short, they're kind of a scam. I mean, they're not straight up stealing your money, but it doesn't work out how they say it's gonna work out. So the one he sent me is this apiary fund. I don't know, I've never heard of them, but there's a lot of guys like this. And I'm not gonna say that I looked real deep into what these guys are doing in particular, but I imagine it's just like all the other ones. So let's see what they're promising. A free funded trader starter session. Learn how to possibly earn $2,000 or more each week by trading our money. Wow, $2,000 or more every week. Could you use a few extra $1,000 each week? In this free session, we will show you how you could potentially build your fortune and never lose money from a trade ever again. Wow. So they're saying they could fund you up to $250,000 ASAP, TI style, teach you why so many amateur traders are losing money. You can use their plan. They're going to teach you how to trade. You'll earn over $2,000 a week. You can get free top of the line operating system, software, tools, and support. You can achieve 100-to-1 margins on trades. Wow. And they're going to tell you some secrets. Of course, there's always secrets involved that they're going to reveal. So how it works. Every day I turn traders like yourself into professional part-time funded traders. I know my stuff and I will dedicate myself to training you to trade much better than you are now for free. Once you've gone through our training and proved you've learned the materials, I'll give you a chunk of our money to trade with. When you lose a trade, you won't lose a single penny because we cover the losses. When you win a trade, you keep 85% of the profits. Yes, we take a small cut, but here's why you really want to do this. If you make a 10% gain right now on a $2,000 account, that's a hypothetical $200 profit for you. But if you make that same 10% gain with our $250,000, that's a hypothetical $21,250 profit for you. Would you rather bank $200 or $21,000? That's practically like turning a small $200 profit into a new car. Powerful stuff, right? I'm your instructor, Nate All Red, because my P&L is all red all the time. They got some real trader interviews. Oh, Linda, you're doing so well. Maybe this is the target clientele right here. Just join the free funded trader starter session and boost your profit potential. Okay, so there's a few red flags if we go to the top. The first is them saying you're gonna earn $2,000 or more each week. Earn over $2,000 a week. Wow, it's like a job. Now, what do we know about markets that we've talked about on this channel? Well, one of the things is that markets don't distribute profits like that evenly. It's not like going to a job and receiving a paycheck where you're gonna get $2,000 a week. The reality of what markets are like is you lose for most of the year and then a few months you win really big and it covers all your losses and you might have a good year. Now, of course, how often you're gonna be pocketing profits depends on your cycle. If you have a really short cycle, like if you're day trading, then okay, just shorten the time frame. For the most part of the day, you'll be losing and then you'll hit like one good trade that will hopefully cover everything. But the point is, when you're approaching the markets, you can't be expecting them to give you that weekly paycheck. But for some reason, I wonder why they're promising $2,000 or more each week. And I'm sure most people like Josh, Shireen, and Linda, who haven't really studied market theory, that sounds great. So they're saying you can get funded up to $250,000 real quick. Well, $250,000 in the market is honestly not that much. So for you to really be pulling in good money, the actual percentage you need to make on that $250 is pretty high. It's not easy by any means. And I'm not saying it's not possible because it is possible through day trading, but it's, like I said, very hard. So they talk about making a 10% gain on a $2,000 account versus 10% on $250,000. First of all, 10% is not super easy to get. And then they equate turning your $200 profit into a new car. That's another red flag because what you don't want to be doing in the markets is equating what you're making to what things you can buy. That just screws up your mentality and your emotions completely. You treat markets as just a separate standalone game that's not like related to anything. That's the way you got to think about it. And the P&L is just part of the game. Are you winning or losing? You should never be trading from a perspective of, oh, if I make this much, I'm going to get a new car finally. Or even worse, if you're trying to trade to live, as in you need to make this amount of money for your rent each month or this amount of money to eat food. That's the worst position to be in, and it screws you up because at that point you have a much tougher time losing. And losing is a part of every strategy, no matter what you're doing. There are drawdown periods, as we've talked about. But in this marketing material itself, they're catering to the fact that you don't want to lose. That's why they say when you lose a trade, you actually won't lose a single penny. You never have to experience a loss because we cover all the losses. You only get to experience wins. That's when you get 85% of the profit. The marketing is obviously very, very geared towards extremely new investors who maybe never invested before. But I guess the stuff I'm talking about are advanced market theory concepts too. too, but you can see how these types of programs do prey on the newbies. So how are they actually making money then? Because they said they're going to take a percentage of what you earn. So let's be honest here. Linda, now I don't know why I'm picking on Linda so much, but maybe she's a great trader. I don't know. But do you think Linda is going to go into this program and come out just killing it in the market? No experience, 0 to hero. No. The answer is no. Sorry, Linda. That's not how markets work. It takes time to get good, especially if you're trying to do a day trading strategy, one of the hardest things there is. So how are they making money off of Linda? She's not gonna be profitable for a long time. Well, normally what these guys do is they sell you a bunch of products. So here they say you can get free top of the line operating system, software, tools, and support by just joining their program. So they're trying to make you think that it's all free. They're just doing this training out of the kindness of their hearts with the hope, actually not with the hope, with the pure knowledge that you're going to be an amazing trader and their investment is going to pay off. But here's what usually happens. So they might give you some free tools. That part might be true. But then what they do is sell you the upgraded tools. They'll say, hey, we gave you these free tools and they'll make you a great trader, no problem. But if you want to make it even easier on yourself and become even better faster, buy this $3,000 product that is going to supercharge your learning curve. So they do that and they sell you a bunch of products on top of the free stuff. And people in the program, because they think they're going to get funded with that $250,000, they buy all the products. And who's collecting that money? This company, Apiary. But okay, say these people make it through. They buy all these advanced products and they do become okay at trading. Now it's time to get funded, right? Not so fast. Because what a lot of these guys do once again is put the qualifications for you getting funded so high, you got to be a pro to meet them. And if you're a pro, then why would you even be working with these guys, right? You'd have your own money, you'd be doing it yourself. So a very, very tiny percentage of people actually get funded, but they still go through the program and buy all the products. So these guys collected their money. They don't actually want to fund anybody. There is no way that they're just churning out traders that are doing amazing in the market and taking a percentage and becoming rich off that. 99% of traders fail. They are losing traders because this isn't an easy game. But okay, say you make it past those first two hurdles. You have all the money to buy those super products. They decide, okay, you actually do have high returns and they fund you. Once you're funded, you're playing with their money, right? So okay, you might not have to pay for the losses, but you have to play by their rules too. So they might have specific rules for you as far as how big of a drawdown you could take. If your drawdown exceeds a certain limit, you're going to be cut off. So it's over. The game is over. And again, it's with the intention of getting you out there as fast as possible because it's not going to be profitable for them. And all strategies go through drawdowns like we've talked about. You can't avoid them. So these guys can put stupid rules on you. And then that's it. You're in and out with that 250 like nothing. And maybe they lost a few $1,000, but they put those unrealistic restraints on you. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's exactly what Apiary is doing, but that's how a lot of these services work. So Mikey's right not to sign up. What they're doing is preying on your hope factor. Like, oh man, I'm going to quit my job because of this awesome trading system. And then all the money you end up giving them is an investment for your future success. Doesn't work like that. So now that I've completely dogged on these people's trading system and program, let me introduce you to my trading system. Aha! This might go down as one of the worst transitions I've ever done. Telling you how crappy Apiary is and all these other people, then saying, but I got a system that's much better. It's true though. It is much better. And it's also true that I got to tell you about it because it's open for enrollment this week. And we close it, so when it's open, I got to tell you about it. But what I will also tell you about this system is that you're not guaranteed to win $2,000 each week. You're not going to get paid like a paycheck. I'm also going to tell you that this system loses. Check it out. These are the returns of the All-Star system over the last few years, over the last 10 plus years. So look, in 2008, the Qs were down 31%. This system was down 7%, which is phenomenal in my opinion. But guess what? It's still a loss. And there's other times where this system loses when the market's actually up. Like look at 2012. Qs made almost 17%. This thing lost over 3%. Sometimes it just breaks even too. Look at 2018. It barely made 2%, basically nothing. Market was down almost 1%. So this is a great sales pitch, right? Telling you how much my system loses. But no, the point I'm trying to make is that it's a real system. It goes through drawdowns. It's not perfect. You're not going to be expecting to make a certain amount of money each week. And this isn't a day trading system. This is a long-term investment. This is what I have most of my money in. And I'm not a day trader. And you can see on this chart too that there are years that the system kills it. Like look at 2013. The portfolio was up almost 90%. Qs did great too, but they did 35%. So almost 3 times. Well, less than 3 times, but you get the idea. And when you take the average of what it makes each year, you get a system that's making 30% a year. And like I said, it doesn't do that every year because there are drawdowns, but I'm talking about the average. Anyways, it's a real system. It's called the NASDAQ All-Stars. I use it for all my money. If you're interested in learning more about it, I'll put a link to this page up above in this video video and down below in the description and comments. And you can watch this video, it'll tell you more about it. This page will also show you more about it too. This is the same All-Stars momentum system that I talk about all the time in all those videos I do each month. The 3 stocks of the month videos. You can check those out. I got a new one coming out soon too. But check out the system. It's only open this week and you can evaluate it yourself based off what we've learned here about APA. I promise it is nothing close to this because no returns are guaranteed. But this NASDAQ All-Stars is my best shot at putting together a system that most people should be able to use, especially if you've been watching Fallible and understand more of how the market works in terms of theory, risk, and all that. So anyway, check that out. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you get email notifications when our new videos come out. We're publishing a bunch of videos almost every day. So subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Stay fallible out there. Bye.